about a lot of different movies that I could pick for family movie night for Christmas Day. And I thought of doing It's a Wonderful Life, or doing, I don't know, just a bunch of different great movies that I could do that I haven't reviewed for family movie night. And, I finally realized I should do the movie that's actually about the reason for the day. It's Christmas Sunday, so we should talk about Christ, talk about Jesus and the birth of Jesus that we celebrate on Christmas Day, and at least that Christians celebrate on Christmas Day. And so I thought, let's talk about the Nativity Story. This is a film that came out in 2006, and it was definitely an attempt by the people involved to sort of monopolize off of the success of The Passion of the Christ. It's nowhere near as violent as that movie, but it was definitely, that was the attempt. And I really, really like this film. I think that they do a really good job of getting you immersed in what it would be like to really be Mary and Joseph at that time and to have this experience. And that most Christian movies aren't maybe the greatest movies ever. I think the critics sometimes aren't willing to even see value in the good Christian movies, and I think this is an example of that, because to me, I was looking at its Rotten Tomatoes score, and the main criticism seemed to be of this film was that it wasn't new and innovative enough, and that to me just is the most bizarre criticism to have about this movie, because the last thing that I want in my Nativity Story movie is something that's new and innovative. I want something that's traditional and tells the story well, and I think that this does. And I think that I think that it is anchored by the good performances particularly from Oscar Isaac as Joseph. Now we know Oscar Isaac so well from Force Awakens and so many other movies, and Ex Machina, that we know what a great actor he is. But this is 2006, and he's really good. I particularly like when he sees that Mary is pregnant, and you just see the disappointment and the devastation in his face and his eyes, and how is he going to deal with this, and is he going to be an honorable man, or is he going to let his sort of anger and fear take over? And you just see that battle with him, and I thought they handled that very well, and in a realistic way that he would probably have dealt with it at the time. And I didn't feel like this movie preached to me at all. I feel like this movie just told the story, and so if you inherently find the Bible story preachy, then I guess you'll find it preachy. But I didn't feel like the actual script had like a lot of time spent with characters, talking about God or talking about, of course they do a little bit, but I don't know, I didn't feel like it was proselytizing to me. You have Keisha Castle Hughes as the lead playing Mary, and she doesn't say very much. She's pretty quiet, but I think she does a good job. I mean, you can just feel how young she is, how scared she is, how she doesn't kind of understand kind of what she is really, really getting called to do. I don't think that I don't know, like I think a lesser film would have made her a kind of more of a preachy character instead of a quiet character. And you spend a lot of time in this movie with them getting to Bethlehem, and just the struggle that was with her on that donkey, and going through this river at one point, and almost getting swept away, and I don't know, I thought that was all really moving and beautiful, and of course it all culminates to the birth of Christ, and I think it was moving and touching, and again, not overdone, not over dramatic. And if you're gonna, I guess, fault the movie, I think that Ciarán Hinds as Herod is he's not great in the role, even though he's a good actor. He's a little over the top, I guess, as sort of the villain. But I don't know. I mean, he was a really, really bad guy, so I guess it kind of makes sense to be a little over the top. But and I think they could have spent a little more time with the shepherds and some of the other characters. They spend a lot of time with the wise men, and the wise men are kind of cracking jokes a lot, which I don't know, I didn't really need. But I think more time with the shepherds would probably be better. But other than that, I really think it is a moving, solid depiction of this story of the birth of Christ. And people with all different kind of beliefs that will watch this review and watch this video. And I think that there is value in sort of finding inspiration in all different kinds of faiths and all different kinds of beliefs. No one group has a monopoly on light and truth, and that God divides himself amongst all of these different people, and because different voices have a way of reaching different people. And so he gives light and truth to all these different groups and all these different faiths and all these different beliefs. And so I think that there's value, even if you're not a Christian, in understanding the light and hope and peace that other people find and believe. And I think you can find that in this film. And I certainly am grateful beyond words for the birth of Christ. I get it that he wasn't necessarily born on December 25th, but and there was different reasons for picking that as the day to celebrate Christ's birth. I get that, but this is the day that was picked, and so I embrace it, and I am so grateful for the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, and that he found a way for me to be forgiven of my sins and to be able to find happiness and hope. And that is the true message of Christmas, is a message of hope. And so I hope that you all have a wonderful Christmas day. I hope that you feel loved. I hope that you feel protected, and I hope that you feel some of that light and hope of the season. And so I wish you all Merry Christmas. And if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Not like it? Where are you at on it? And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later. Bye!